Hey everybody, it's me, Cole, bringing you to another Dawn of War Retribution cast VOD. I'm gonna call it a cast, I think. Anyway, I'm still making up my mind. Today we have Kingdom on the blue side as the war boss for the orcs, and Keltos as the Chaos Lord for Chaos for the red. I think I said Chaos twice there. Anyway, this is one of my favorite maps simply because it's so perfectly balanced. It's a perfect representation of, well, it's completely even. There's absolutely no differentiation in this map from the left side to the right side. I think this little hanging bit probably should be removed right there, but in other words, anything else from that, to be honest, perfectly balanced. So it's one of my favorite maps simply because there's no terrain advantage to one of the other sides. So in this match, we're going to see Kingdom going for a single slugger, 2 shooters, and Keltos. He's got himself 1 squad of heretics and 1 squad of CSMs. Now, let's see what's going to happen with this. I'm going to be very interested to see how Sin deals with about tech level 2. I'm interested. I'm also surprised he hasn't gotten his guys into cover here. Obviously, they're going to be stronger versus the orcs. The war boss moving in. He's most likely going to get them out of there. Maybe turn around and do a little bit of damage. Maybe not. Top here, we have Chaos Lord running down some more shooter boys, forcing them to get out of there. And yes, the CSMs get into the building, and now going to get out of it. He's going to try and get a melee hit on these guys. Looks like he will be, and may try and use an ability while he's there. No, he will have to back off, and because they will get into the building before him. He does get 1 more melee hit on, which is still fairly devastating. We see 2 CSMs, the second squad of CSMs, coming out for Keltos. And here we go, the war boss is in the center. He's going to start taking a lot of damage, though. He's unsupported, even though he's a very tanky hero. He's going to start taking a lot of damage, while the Chaos Lord is just on the left-hand side, capping a resource node. There we go. He's trying to get 1 unit model kill, possibly. I'm going to say unit kill. Oh, but that war boss is killing down pretty quickly. To be honest, it's not looking good. He just used a raw ability to get those shooters firing quickly. He's targeting down the wrong squad, though. He should have been targeting the other squad. Now getting the CSMs in melee combat because they're better than the shooters. But where are these sluggers? The sluggers need to be. Sluggers are going up from the top left-hand, from the bottom left-hand side again. See if they can get rid of, well, hit one of these CSM squads. While both these orc squads are forced to retreat, using a raw ability to slow us down and doing a retreat. Will he be able to get the sluggers in there to get a couple of melee hits? Oh, he does charge, and he's got to get 1 melee hit from a couple of squads, and it doesn't look like he's going to get much more, though. He knows he can't go there because as soon as these troops hit the base, they'll be out of retreat and healing very quickly. Now the Chaos Lord is still up here. Capture this power node. So right now, Keltos will have a small power advantage, although Kingdom does have 2 gens up already on the bottom here. So if we go to the resource screen, we actually see Kingdom's got 44 versus 24 to power, and Wreck at 324 to 324, which is completely even. Victory points are in favor of Kingdom 2 to 1. And here we go. We do have some sluggers being upgraded with the burners. Always a good idea. Gonna capture that last victory point from Keltos. But those sluggers will have to get out of there, or yes, they will. They just need to decap the point and run away. Heretics on the left-hand side going to capture this power node. In the center, we have some action with the Chaos Lord, bringing up a squad of Havocs to have his first suppression team out and make sure that Kingdom can't do anything silly by mass charging him. Although these shooters will be able to shoot the Chaos Lord, but they're just outside the range of the Havocs. And if he's going to suspect anything, he's going to know about it pretty soon. Is he going to fall into the trap? He does fall into the trap. Both teams are suppressed. Will he either do a full-out retreat or just walk backwards? Looks like he's just choosing to walk backwards and most likely will redeploy in a different direction. No, he's getting his war boss to charge in, get rid of the Havocs. That will be to get rid of the suppression, do a couple of melee hits, get 1 unit kill, and then fall back with his entire squad. I'd love to see some Stone Boys coming out right now for Kingdom, and we shall have to see how that turns out. In the bottom here, we do have some Heretics capping this victory control point, meaning it will be 2 for Keltos and 0 for Kingdom. Havoc's being deployed in a little bit more of a forward location, or just trying to flank all these shooter boys. Once they get set up, they'll be in a great position, but at the moment, these burners will be able to just walk straight around them, and yeah, there we go. Kingdom realizes it and moves his sluggers right on in there. Double shooters moving up here against these CSMs, which are now in heavy cover. There's no way they'll be able to take this point very easily. And here we go, the Chaos Lord is just going around capping items. We do see some store boys coming out for Kingdom now to get rid of that suppression team ability, and now the war boss is getting back into action, trying to get rid of these heretics which are gen bashing the bottom right hand side for his power. Oh nice, the burners got in there and are forcing a retreat on those CSMs, going to be able to get rid of this power node. But 2 minutes. Oh, he does have the shooters capping the victory point, the one in the center, or the top, sorry, and he will now be able to control that. We do have Storm Boys coming in here. They will not be a full match for the Storm, for the Chaos Lord without support, so he's forcing to be pulled back a little bit. The War Boss is going to almost do a full unit wipe here. There are only 5 of 9 left. It's getting He's got a few units already, probably gonna get 1 or 2 more, oh, just 1 more on the retreat, but that's still a very nice little pickup for Kingdom. These sluggers are just in the top left here, gonna capture that victory, capture the power node, and here come the CSMs to shoot them off, and yes, calling a retreat immediately, knowing it's not worth it to lose any squads members, and the Havocs have been redeployed in the central location. And yes, yeah, he may try and get that. The Storm Boys will be able to jump on top of it with a single shooter support, though I don't think it will be quite enough to really break past what War Boss Kingdom has here. Storm Boys jump. One squad is already forced to retreat, though, and there's only 1 member of it left. So these Storm Boys are going to be very exposed, and that may have not been the best decision pushing so far into the enemy base. Chaos Lord on the bottom here taking this victory control point, while we do have some shooters simply decapping this central point here. And now, we do see CaeltosCL moving a bit of a blob with his CSMs and Havocs. Gonna get this top control point with the War Boss being back at base with the rest of the Orc Army. By the looks of it, yes, everything for the Orc Army is back at the center base, but he is moving on to tech level 2. While Caeltos is still saving up, and he just have enough power right now to get to the next tech level. Although moving these Havocs so far forward is going to be an interesting move to see how he works with it, and I'm going to be seeing how the War Boss moves up here. It's going to take this VC control point straight away, moving everything else up. These Havocs are most likely going to deploy in this area here to cover this area, just in case any Storm Boys drop. And yes, that is exactly what is happening. Storm Boys are not into this area, in fact. The Storm Boys are here, being completely left out of the battle. May not be the best idea. These sluggers are definitely going to have to get out of there. And there we go. I have to say, right now, Kingdom is losing a lot of troops very, very quickly, very frequently. That is part of the Orc mentality, I'm sure. But the Storm Boys here running in, gonna get rid of that suppression, allowing these double shooters to move in. Gonna be able to get a couple of melee hits, gonna do some good damage to those Havocs. May even get a unit kill. Yes, he does a single jump. No, will he do a second jump? No, he does get a knob in there now. So that's definitely going to be a very big pain for Caeltos, who is just moving on tech level 2 and almost there, while Kingdom is already there. But he doesn't really have enough rec to do anything. He may be trying to get a quick upgrade for one of his squads. We do see the Chaos Lord doing some gem bashing down here, and with the War Boss just capping the central requisition point. Here we go. We do have the Storm Boys going to be forced to walk away a little bit. The Havoc's deploying, going to jump away. And now, this part is going to be interesting for Caeltos, how he wants to deploy. He's going to move both the CSMs down to the center to get rid of that War Boss, I imagine, or move him away, and deploying these Havocs actually to capture a requisition point. Interesting. And here we go. We do have the Sluggers moving against these burners with the Chaos Lord as well. And he will have to pull that the Chaos Lord back before he takes too much damage. We do have the double upgraded Chaos Space Marines coming in, and now we really need to see those Storm Boys, especially against here. The War Boss wants to charge this right here. Yes, which he's doing straight away. Where are those Storm Boys? Are they coming in right now? Yes, they are coming in a little bit too late. The retreat has been called by Caeltos, though. And top here, these heretics are moving in, these sluggers move in. We really want to see these sluggers either capture the VC or do some good gem bashing. I prefer probably right now gem bashing may be a better option to get rid of that power that Caeltos has. If anything else, the victory control point is still fairly even at 318 to 390, with Kingdom having a small deficit. And here we go. Gonna start doing some gem bashing. CaeltosCL comes in and replies, I'd definitely like to see these guys go in here, take some cover behind all this jazz, as they're just gonna run away. Where are the Stormboys? Stormboys just now captured, so it's a 3 cap for Kingdom now, but he's gonna have to get in. The Stormboys get in there to the melee combat with the Chaos Lord. These CSMs are gonna run up back a little bit and do now firing support, I would imagine, setting up these heretics, trying to get them back into jumping position. Oh, and he is suppressed now, but will he jump? Does he have enough power to jump? Oh, the cooldown made him. He may be forced to retreat. He does have enough jump. Jumps on top of the Havocs, and now moves in with the double shooters. But he's gonna be forced to retreat as the Havocs retreat as well. But there's only 4 of 6 left in the Stormboy squad with the with the Warboss coming into the center. Let the Galaxy Burn ability has been upgraded for Keltos. Definitely a good upgrade versus Orcs, just because of the mass infantry play. And at this point, I'm really looking to see what the next move from Keltos is. Is he going to try and go for a vehicle, or will he try and just do another push with more infantry, possibly some level 2 bloodletters or something along those lines? Here we go, the gens are down for Keltos, but Kingdom only has 2 himself on this side and 1 up here. But Kingdoms is doing very, very good against Keltos at this point. It's going to be difficult to come back from him this point because there's just not enough gen. He has total map control, getting a good victory point lead at this point. And now we're going to see a massive move out from the Chaos Space Marines. Double shooters focusing down that Chaos Lord. He does have the Let the Galaxy Burn ability, which may have not been up, or you may not want to use it during that point. No, he uses it right now. Gonna get all those units out of there with the Warboss just going around here capping these points, being upgraded with the Power Claw and the Angry Ritz, while the Chaos Lord has only been upgraded with the Armor of Inferno, but Kingdom is now moving on to tech level 3. These sluggers here have been gem bashing for having a good times. They probably could take on this Chaos Lord a little bit, see if you can damage them at least. But right now, we need to see, we do see double Havocs coming out for Keltos. 1 being deployed in the building and 1 being deployed right in front of the Warboss, which is not going to retreat. Here you go, Sluggas coming in. Sorry, these Stormboys coming against the CSMs, but they're going to be running into 2 squads of suppression if they move any further. We do have the CSM squad on the right hand side firing down on them, so these Stormboys are going to have to get out of there pretty quickly because they're taking a lot of damage. He does get the Havocs down. He may even get a unit kill. No, the retreat has been called. Did he get a unit kill? Yes, he did get a unit kill. I do apologize. Double shooters in the center. Gonna force away these CSMs with only 1 unit remaining. And now the Burners are the Sluggers are chasing them, trying to use a war ability, but they don't have anything. They need to get. No, they have to pull back. They have to pull back immediately. There's just too much damage to field. He may actually lose a squad. Will he lose a squad? Yes, he does lose a squad. Oh, it's a huge pickup for Keltos. But with Kingdoms at tech level 3, he may bring out a massive vehicle, which Keltos has no real way of countering. He may be able to bring upgrade one of his Havoc units to a Lascan. That may be one of the reasons why he got 2 squads, but we'll have to find out and see how it goes. Kingdoms is bringing out a Knob squad. Heavy melee infantry can be very, very useful in this fight, but right now he still needs a way to really get rid of those or counteract those double Havocs. Here we go, the Warboss charging down all these heretics, and has there been any new upgrades for the Chaos Lord? No, they have not. But with these knobs on the field, it's going to be very interesting if he's going to try and get a war truck or something along those lines. Although this is a fairly small map, these Marines have been upgraded both with the Mark of Zinch, meaning they have essentially plasma damage and power weapons. And here we go. We have the Chaos Lord coming up to the center. That Warboss is going to just charge at these CSMs, being slowed down a little bit, charging, running through them, and he will do a good job. But there's just too much stuff here. There's too much range damage that he can't account for. These guys need to just... Ooh, knobs are coming in right now, but with these Havocs deployed in the background here, let the Galaxy Burn ability being used on knobs, 1 squad of shooters shooting down the Chaos Warlord, but everything is being suppressed in the right here. These Stormboys really need to get in the range. Now Bloodletters have been summoned in, and now a mass retreat being called from the Orcs. So right now it's looking like Kingdom just teched up a little bit too quickly. He really needs another unit, and losing that those Slugger Boys really is going to cost him now, because he does have 1 less unit on the field. So we're going to see how that works out for him in a couple of minutes. These Bloodletters obviously going to charge in there before their time expires, seeing whatever they can do. And now the Warboss is just kind of running around. He's just taking needless damage. He should have either been retreated earlier or he should have gotten out of there sooner in a different retreat path, because he was up here. So it's an interesting choice, to say the least. Now we do see CaeltosCL going to start doing a 3-cap, in fact. So right now, Kingdom's maybe trying to capture this bottom vector control point, or try and get this one on top, as he will not be able to break this upper line very easily with these heavily deployed Havocs everywhere. We do see a little bit of a lonely action. We see the Chaos Lord just going around capping a few points. Definitely I see, looks like Kingdoms is trying to make Caeltos get out of his entrenched position. He will probably turn this Havoc squad into this area here to basically shoot all these guys. Here we go, the knobs are running in. They're taking a good amount of damage from those double CSMs, being turned invincible. Yes, the Havocs are moving around, being turned around, but the special squad in this building will be enough to put them back. Yes, just been turned around right now, and Kingdoms is not falling for the trap this time around. Double shooters being here, gonna get rid of that last gen, but to be honest, right now it's just not looking too healthy for Kingdoms, because he's, oh no, get out of there, get out of there. Yes, he does finally retreat. He jumps at the wrong time. That was a misused jump, a very badly used jump, in fact, because now these CSMs are just going to be able to fire what they want, and they're going to run through all of that firepower. Going to get in there with some melee hits from the Chaos Space Marines, because they do excel at melee combat. Going to get a couple of unit kills. Looks like just one, very luckily for Kingdoms, but what is Kingdoms saving up for? He does have 400 rack, 88 power, which is actually not that much overall. He really needs to break this front line. Now everything has been moved away from Caeltos, and Kingdoms did capture the top and bottom points, so this central heavily defended location is no longer really paying off for Caeltos. So Kingdom has done a good job on doing that, but now he's really going to be forced to do something else. He's going to be forced to really push in and really get one of his units down or do something, because right now Kingdoms does not have the army on the field. And that double-inch Marine, just so very, very powerful. And now with these Havocs still being deployed in this area, they can't do too much. And I would imagine the retreat's going to be called pretty quickly for these CSMs, because of the knobs in there as well. Yes, it is called. In fact, the Heretics have to get out of there as well. And Bloodletter is being called in for Chaos Space Marines, but right now it doesn't matter, although all these units are going to run to suppression fire any second now. Yes, they are suppressed. Warboss coming in here top left, and the Chaos Lord is being upgraded with Lightning Claws. It looks like Kingdoms is going to try and do some more gem bashing or get on this Chaos Lord. Yes, he's going to try and just engage the Chaos Lord. Come on, get your knobs in there. Yes, the knobs are going in there. But he's saving, he may be saving up for something, or he's maybe losing too many units to the CSMs, which are doing massive amounts of damage to his shooter squads when they engage. So right now, it's going to be interesting to see what happens tech level, this tech level 3, because he hasn't really made use of full tech level 3. Ah, there we go. He has just made use of it. A looted tank has come out. Interesting tactic. The Warboss is just kind of standing there taking huge amounts of damage for the CSMs and may actually go down. He does go down. What a miss micro there. That may be the defining moment of the game, because he does not have the money to get him up right now, nor is there any way to get him up. Once that looted tank comes out, Caeltos will simply turn one of his Havocs into a Lascan and move away. Although this will get rid of one of the suppression squads in an indirect way, or force Caeltos to take too many losses. So we'll have to see how that works out. Caeltos has been saving up a little bit, but he just looks like he's been losing too many units throughout a couple of fights. But for the moment, Kingdoms is still in the lead with 2 VCs to 1, with the top one being captured by some heretics. Sorry. Nom is moving down here. Mass engagement here. Yet again, there's not much they can do. They're suppressing the CSMs. A looted tank in the background, gonna do some good damage. Doing a massive strike. Oh, will he get it? Oh, he does get the hitting, but doesn't actually kill any of the units. And let's see if the looted tank will fire again on this. Right now, I would imagine one of these, yes, this Havoc team has been upgraded with the Lascan, and he will start shooting, and this tank may actually go down straight away after being purchased. That's going to be another huge hit for Kingdoms, as he just resurrected his Warboss, costing him at least 250 rogue points. No, get your tank out of there. He hasn't noticed it, and walking in this direction, he will lose his tank. Oh, no. That is just a absolutely horrible thing to happen. Oh, he gets out of there with only 54 HP. One more hit would have done it. Looks like CaeltosCL could have actually changed it if he just would have been paying enough attention. Right now, he really does need to get this looted tank in the correct position to get repaired by anything he can. Oh no. And here we go. Massive Zinch moves moving out against the Chaos Lord. Looks like he used the Galaxy Burn ability on the Knobs, which is then forced to retreat. But at the moment we do have CaeltosCL with 2 victory control points to 1, and the score is 81 to 131. It looks like this looted tank is gonna be coming back here, but he can't really do too much. These Zinch Marines would probably be able to finish off this tank, especially with Chaos Lord there with the Lightning Claws. He really needs to get some kind of a little bit of a lucky hit, to be honest. Although where's that second suppression team? It's been set up in this top corner right here, so he can't move in. Oh no, these Zinch Marines are just tearing apart these shooters. Gonna get the Knobs in there. That's gonna be a good amount of melee damage using the pushback ability from the Chaos Lord. Now the tank moves in from the left, from the right, sorry. Gonna start shooting down those CSMs, but it's not. I'm not sure that's a good idea because he's getting rear plasma hits. Oh, you know what? That just bad use of that tank. Bad use of that tank. He needs to turn those Knobs around and get hits on the CSMs while they're melee and retreating. Yes, does he? Oh, he completely ignores them. Oh no. That could have almost wiped out a squad, at least gotten a couple of unit kills. The last cannon is deployed, but it will not be that effective against these little infantry. But to be honest, right now the score is 9 to 131. There's just not too much Kingdoms can do. After the loss of that tank and the earlier loss of his war boss, he's down on resources, and CaeltosCL is in a nice location where he can get pretty much any tier 2 tech unit he wants. A Blood Crusher wouldn't actually be a bad idea right about now, just to do some quick harassment. The only thing he'll have to watch out for is the Knobs, and these Knobs are just standing there taking fire. Oh no. War boss yet again engaging, but with those Zinch Marines, they're just going to burn him down so very quickly. And here we go, let the Galaxy Burn ability, and I have to say, I think CaeltosCL will come out on top on this game. Oh, the Knobs finally get in there. They may actually get this team down, but to be honest, it may be a little bit too late. And as these, oh no, we have these Knob squads, it's just 200 HP. Call the retreat now while you can, that's all I can say. We do have a fight here going on. Storm Boys engaging against some Bloodletters. These are some, so they will go away. Here we go. Plague Marines coming out for CaeltosCL, knowing he has enough resources, and I think that will be the final nail in the coffin. Oh, and the Knob squad has been finished off. I'm gonna have to call this. Congratulations, CaeltosCL, you have won! Kingdoms. I have to say the defining moment of the game was probably the miss micro of the tank early on, when it was just in the firing range of the las cannon. He knew it was there and he didn't move backwards in time. He took too much damage, and when those Zinch Marines turned up, you'd have to expect to lose your tank pretty quickly when it's that low health, and he did not retreat it either or repair it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my cast. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll hopefully see you guys next time.